just happy I ran out the first game on you. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, you put some pressure on me.
At least I got one. I had to make some tough shots, too.
Yeah.
That's a tough table, too. That 4¼ inch.
Yeah, diamond.
That's not an easy table.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but I got excited. I was excited to play you because I don't get a chance to play. I play my friend Sean, but I don't get a chance to play like real elite players. He wins some games. Yeah. Except when I fuck up. He gets out. He can win some games, but not like you. You know.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it too.
Hey, my pleasure. So, when you decided, like, pool as a profession is there's a small handful of people that make a good living.
Oh, very small, yeah.
Yeah, very small handful, and then everybody else is just basically doing it because they have a passion for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a strange thing to dedicate your life to. Like, because a lot of people feel like it's one of those things where if you get really, really, really good at it, you go, damn, I could have got really good at something else and I'd be rich.
For sure.
Like if you got really good at tennis, you'd be rich.
Yep.
If you got really good at golf, you'd be rich.
But honestly, the way I see it, the game is growing nowadays, and the prize money is getting bigger and bigger.
It is. Well, Matchroom Pool is doing a great job. They put on a lot of tournaments, and you could watch them on DAZN, the app, the streaming app. But it's an underappreciated game that occasionally blows up in America. Like when The Hustler came out, everybody wanted to play pool. And then there was like a lull, and then The Color of Money came out with Tom Cruise and Paul Newman, and everybody wanted to play pool. And pool rooms exploded all over the country, and it was on ESPN. But then slowly but surely, it kind of fades. And it's in a position now where I think the internet is really doing a good job of bringing it back. And I have some ideas of my own, what I want to do. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to host matches here. And me and my friend Tommy from the East Coast, who's a really good player, do commentary and put it up on YouTube.
Sure, that'd be great.
Fun. I think it'd be a fun thing to do.
Sure.
And to get a guy like, maybe you versus a guy like Mika Immonen or a guy like Shane Van Boning and have you guys play matches.
Absolutely.
For prize money.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Good, right?
Yeah.
I think I've been trying to figure out ideas to make pool more popular.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, that helps.
I think that's the best one is me do commentary because I can't play good enough to play in a tournament, but I can, I can play good enough that I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Sure. So there's a hope.
Well, that sounds real good.
Yeah. So when you first started going to Europe and playing, how old were you then?
I was 14 when I went to, or 13 when I went to my first Euro tour.
So this is like your parents fund this, or someone else? Do you have a sponsor?
No. What happened was when I was the very first Euro tour I went to, I was sponsoring myself because I spent my own money out of my own pocket and did really good. I finished in the last 32, my very first Euro tour. And then my father passed away when I was 13, and 2 years later, after like tough times, one guy. So I was always going to the pool room in Moscow, trying to hustle people. I was always
at 13.
At 13, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
I was really passionate about the game, and after school, I was always going to the pool room, trying to play with somebody. I mean, cheap, like $10, $20, trying to make something. And also, it's good practice for me because, I mean, the more you play, the better you play.
Yeah.
And there was one guy. His name is Mike Nikolaev, and I know he was playing worse than me, and we were playing for like $15 per set. So I was going and, thinking that, it's free money, $45, win a couple of sets, and go back home. I get there, and I only had like $20 with me. I had no money. And I ended up losing all of the sets, all 3 sets. I don't know how it happened, but I lost everything, and I told him that I'll pay him later. And then the same evening, he messaged me, you know what, we have to meet again tomorrow. And when I came to the pool room, he offered me a sponsorship. He said, I'll take care of you. You can pick whatever cue you want, and you know, we have to plan your career, and if you really want to make it, then I'll help you.
Really? Just one match? You played one set against each other?
No, we played 3 sets.
Three sets.
I lost
three
all
sets.
of them.
Yeah, but even though you lost, he still saw so much potential in you that he wanted to sponsor you. That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of situations like this in my life, honestly, that I'm grateful, and it's absolutely amazing how it happened. Yeah, after this, we started with some European tournaments. I went to Norway, Sweden, some Euro tours, and I wasn't really winning, but I had a slightly progression, and I was always practicing and trying to get better. And yeah, like I said, with Johan Reising coming to Russia as a national coach at the same time, that was perfect timing, because Mike told me that we can possibly work with Johan individually later on, which happened, and that's how it all started.
That's so fortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that crazy how that works? How one encounter with someone can change your entire life.
Oh yeah, Mike and his brother Vladimir, they helped me so much, and it's crazy how it happened. Then we went to Derby City Classic. People saw how I play, and then
How old were you then?
16.
16 at the Derby City.
So Mike,
They wouldn't even let you in this year, right? I think you have to be.
last year they changed the rules because of the casino,
Yeah.
and I didn't play the year before.
Well, it used to be on a boat, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, there's a term, riverboat gambler. I was good friends with this guy who was a really hilarious pool player who used to call everybody, oh, he's a riverboat gambler. Like everybody who is like a wild, crazy gambler, he would call a riverboat gambler. So I thought it was so appropriate when they moved Derby City to an